Welcome back. Former Social Development Minister Bathabile Dlamini's application for an acquittal on perjury charges has been dismissed. Dlamini is accused of lying under oath at a constitutional court inquiry into the social grants saga. She denies ever lying and insists that if she did so unknowingly, and she's pleaded not guilty. During her previous court appearance, her lawyers told the court that the state has failed to prove its case beyond a reasonable doubt. But the magistrate believes there is a case to answer to. eNCA's Slindelo Masikane is at the Johannesburg Magistrate's Court, and she joins us now live. Slee, what happened in court this morning?
Well, what we saw was the judgment following Bathabile Dlamini's application to have the case against her discharged. The magistrate went through the facts of the matter, saying at this point she does not believe that the application can be successful. Let's take a listen.
May I rise, ma'am, at this point? Thus, having regard to the test to be applied, the applicable case law on point, and in exercising my discretion, I am of the view that there is evidence upon which the accused might reasonably be convicted. Therefore, the application for a discharge at this stage is refused.
All right, so we know that that application, didn't go her way. So what happens now?
Well, the trial continues here in the Johannesburg Magistrate's Court. In fact, we know that the state has wrapped up its case against Dlamini, and now the defense has called its first witness. That witness is Elaine Mvelane. She, in fact, was a project leader for these work streams that are in dispute in terms of whether they directly reported to Bathabile Dlamini. During her evidence in chief, so when she was being led by the defense, she had said that the work streams did not report directly to Bathabile Dlamini, but now during cross-examination she has actually conceded that the work streams did report to Bathabile Dlamini. At this point, we are in the middle of the lunch break. Let's just take a listen to what the NPA had to say to me earlier on.
Did the court dismissed the application by the defense team that was brought before court for a discharge in terms of Section 174 of the Criminal Procedure Act. And we welcome that decision as the state, as we have always maintained that the accused has a case to answer. And we are now at the stage where the defense opened its case. They are leading evidence in chief. They have called their first witness, who is currently leading the evidence in chief. And thereafter, the state will then have to cross-examine their witness, and then we will be guided by the defense as to whether or not they have more witnesses or they wish to close their case.
All right, Slee, so we know that Bathabile Dlamini usually has support when she appears in that court. Earlier on, you showed us visuals of Carl Niehaus as well as Supra Mahumapelo. You actually even spoke to Carl. Anyone else that you saw pitching at the court today?
Actually, just before the lunch break, the suspended Secretary General of the African National Congress, Esma Khashule, walked into the courtroom. We spoke to him, and he's saying that he's here to support his quote comrade, and that he believes that the law should take its course. However, he is just here to show his support for her. Like you've mentioned, Supra Mahumapelo is here in court as well, Carl Niehaus, as well as the ANC Women's League.
Of course, I'm here to support Comrade Bathabile. This case has been dragging on for a very long time, and one wonders why it is necessary for a matter to drag on in the way that it does. I still maintain that these court cases, including this court case by Comrade Bathabile, are trumped-up charges with political intention. And many of us are the victim of those political motivated charges, and we really have to resist this, because our court shouldn't be used
All right, Slindelo Masikane, let's leave it there for now.